Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Honey. I thought I'd switch it up. Yes, I love the cows. But anyway, yes, we're doing Venus in Leo today. This is a wonderful placement for Venus. I absolutely love it here. Me being an Aries, I definitely love dating Venus and Leo people. I will talk about my experiences later on in the video. But anyway, what is your Venus? Your Venus is your planet of how you love, your relationships, what kind of love you expect. Put it next to Mars, that's what you're going to be attracting. Venus is ruled by Taurus and its co-ruler is Libra. Okay, having your Venus in Leo, what is Leo? Leo's element is fire. Leo is a fixed sign. Leo is home to the 5th house, and Leo's ruler, or Leo rules the sun. The sun is your ego. Okay, it's what most of us know ourselves to be, which is, okay, my star sign is da da da, you know. So having your Venus in Leo, what sun sign would you be? You would either be a Leo, a Virgo, or a Libra, or a Cancer, or a Gemini. Okay, and all of the sun signs play a different. All of the sun signs are very different from each other, but they all have the same. They all are attracted to the same type of person or the same type of love, which would be Leo energy, right? So someone who has their Venus in Leo, these people are extremely playful. Okay, they are very cute in their relationships, and they tend to have a very childlike energy, because Leo does represent the children. You know, the 5th house represents child rebirth, your creativity, your passions, your skills, romance, sex, dating, things like that. So Leo energy is very fresh, very new, and very vibrant. And I love this energy. I really, really do. Venus in Leo people, you know, they just have this softness, this vibrant vibe that I just love. I notice with a lot of Venus and Leo people, they have high expectations, okay? And I kind of feel like to everybody else, they're high, not to me. I'm an Aries, and I love Leo energy. It's not high expectations, in my opinion. In this generation, yes, it is. It is because, you know, when these people get into relationships, they want to give. They want to buy you things. They want to constantly compliment you. They're very proud of you. They want everyone to know, hey, this is my partner. You know, they do this for a living and they did this for me, blah, blah, blah. They are very proud people. And, you know, I always say how to attract a Leo is by complimenting them, by appreciating them, but not just out of nowhere. Like, you need to know how to really speak to these people, Venus and Leo people, especially Libra. Like, Libra are all about the beauty in things and making efforts in their appearance, and, you know, having your Libra as your sun and your Venus as your Leo, it just makes you an extremely likable character, like crazy likable. Even with Gemini, when you have the fire and air elements together, right? Fire is someone who is very passionate, right? Someone who is very happy and fun and, you know, out there. And then you've got the air element, which makes you good at communicating. Someone who likes to speak to people, someone who's very friendly. So when you put these two together, hella popular. You know, Gemini, Sun, Leo, even the Leo Sun, but I would say more so Libra and the Gemini Suns with the Venus and Leo, just crazy popular. Also, these people are very, very charming, okay? Very, very charming and very likable by most. I feel like when you guys are dating Venus in Leo people, you guys absolutely love buying things for your partner. You know, you love complimenting them, showing admiration, you know, letting them know that, okay, I'm so happy I've got you. You guys need that exact same treatment. You guys need to be treated like you are a Leo sun, basically. And, you know, you guys really gravitate towards people that admire your skills, your attributes, the things that you've achieved in your life, and someone who pays attention to detail, to detail. You know, if you are a Virgo sun, you know, there might be a love interest around you, and they're like, look, I can't believe, you know, did you make that dress? You know, you might be someone who does a lot of DIY homemaking stuff. I don't know, a textiles person, and they notice, wow, your dress looks, you know, really professional. Like, I like how you put the embroidery around the edges, and you've done this, and the frills here, and blah blah blah. You know, if you was to tell a Virgo Sun, Leo, and Venus person that you've noticed some tiny detail, they will really appreciate that, because Virgo is all about the detail, but Leo is all about the admiration and the appreciation. These people need to be appreciated, and they are appreciated not just once, you know, once this week, but it's a reassurance thing. And that's why a lot of people look at them as being very babyish or childlike. I don't look at them like that, because I'm an Aries. I'm very, very good at showing my appreciation. My Venuses and Pisces, I'm forever like admiring my partner. Like, I will do anything for my partner, right? When it comes to Venus and Leo people, you guys need to be reassured constantly. You know, you need to know whether, like, am I good enough? You know, do I look good? Like, how do I look? Like, I just changed my hairstyle. You know, do you like it? You guys need to be heard, need to be appreciated, because you are very image conscious as well. A lot of the times when you guys do get into your relationships, you kind of feel like you're not fulfilled or you're not appreciated, because you're giving and giving and giving. Get you someone who's going to be giving back, honey. There's no point getting into these dumbass relationships with people who cannot just appreciate you. And this is what happens. You guys have high expectations, and you're giving and giving and giving in relationships. It's like, there's just no point. Drop it out. You know, find someone else who's going to appreciate your constant communication. You know, if you're a Gemini, someone who can keep up with your mental stability. You know, not stability, your mental stimulation. You know, someone who can compliment how intelligent you are. You know, someone who can compliment just the little things that no one else would see or say. I feel like with this energy, with this Venus, like, when you treat them good, they will treat you better. Like, it's easy for me to say this, because I'm so used to dating them. You know, when you are dating them, you look after, you feed them, you buy them stuff, you take them out. You know, you make sure you give them the attention. Like, you call them, you text them. Like, I'm not saying throughout the entire day, but most of the day you let them know that you're on their mind. And they're very, very, very warm-hearted people, because Leo does rule the heart and the body. So they're very warm-hearted, you know, and very, very gentle. They're all about romance and fun. Now, we can argue here, because a lot of people say, you know, Leo is really faithful energy and blah, blah, blah. Listen, any sign out there can cheat. Any sign. It doesn't matter if you are a Capricorn, if you are a Leo, if you're an Aries, if you're a Libra, whatever. It could be any sign. Any sign is capable of cheating, period. And Leo is very, very proud of their partners. No matter what you do, no matter, you know, how good of a partner you are, if Leo wants to cheat, they will cheat. They will have their cake and they will eat it, because there is a selfish element to Leo. They are a fixed sign. It's very difficult for them to see any wrongdoing that they have done. They can't always see the actions that they have made, and this is where they tend to self-sabotage in their relationships a lot. Thing is with Leo, because they need the reassurance, and this is especially if you are a Virgo as well, because Virgos tend to have trust issues like crazy. And when you cheat on these people, you betray them, you hurt them or whatever, it does something to their self-esteem, which makes it very difficult for them to actually feel that confidence later on, and they will definitely do the thing where, I'm not going to show anyone that I'm really feeling this type of way about it, but, it does affect them. And you won't always see it, but believe it, it affects their self-esteem, because I do find Venus in Leo people have a confidence issue, and they tend to hide it behind this positive persona. A lot of the time, these people put all of their eggs into one basket, and they can literally be dating like 3 people at once, and then two twos they meet the love of their life, or they think they will cut off everybody because, oh my God, I'm just going to put all of my eggs into one basket. This guy is the best, blah, blah, blah. They can go like balls deep like that, and they wear their heart on their sleeve. That's what makes them so adventurous and so fun, because they go balls deep. Now, when I was dating my ex, how we started dating, I used to work with him, and I think I literally just started, I think I complimented him. He had like a really thick neck, and I like necks, yeah. And I mentioned his neck to him, and he laughed, but you can see in his face, he loved it. So I began to compliment him, he began to compliment me, and then one day he bought me breakfast before work, and we've literally just connected from then. And it just became like, I started buying him things immediately, he was buying me things, very Venus and Leo like, and we used to do public displays of affection. We didn't care who was around. We'd be kissing and cuddling, grabbing each other. And we used to also create dramas. Oh my God, people. Like, we used to go to restaurants, and we would literally create like a minor drama. I would attention seek, and he would play into the character, like, oh, why are you being like this, babe? Like, fix up, you can't have this. And I'll be like, no, but I want it. I would just create a drama, and it's almost like I love having fun with you without having to say that. It's just having fun. And Venus and Leo people just love creating drama, but it's not serious. It's just for fun. And it's just another way of saying you're so much fun. Let's have some fun. Let's not be serious all day. Let's just have some fun. Like, if you went bed shopping with a Venus and Leo person, even Leo person, but you went shopping with them, bed shopping, listen, I would be wrestling with this person all over the beds in the bed shop, like literally just having fun, like shit like that. These people are just really fun individuals. Now, my generation is the Pluto Scorpio generation, all right? And it's really interesting when you have squares to your Venus, because it completely changes the whole aspect to a Venus and Leo placement description. Because my ex has Venus and Leo, but his Pluto squares his Venus, and he has all of those amazing qualities that I mentioned earlier on in the video. But when you have a square, it also creates these negative qualities, and negative qualities come with the squaring of Pluto. So Pluto is the ruler of is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is very intense. Scorpio energy is in detriment in Venus. It creates a jealous character. And when you have a square to your Venus and Leo, it makes you someone who is very controlling, someone who's very good at playing games, someone who will manipulate your partners, someone who is attracted to love and hate. So you might come out of a relationship and you really hate them. You hate your ex so much, but you love them. There's like a thin line, and you seem to be drawn to the love-hate energy because you recognize that as being how things should be. Almost like, okay, I can't really care about someone if I don't hate them a little bit, you guys gravitate more towards an ex who you love and you hate. When you have this squaring, you tend to be someone who puts a lot of pressure on your partner. You've got your higher expectations. You're expecting your partner to deliver at any point, like for anything. Your partner must always deliver, must always provide for you. And also you tend to discover yourself as having this dark side to you in through being in a relationship. So you would never realize, rah, like I'm actually quite sinister. You know, I have these sinister thoughts, or I can be very manipulative and dark with my partner, but you wouldn't realize this if you are literally if you've been single for most of your life. It's until you get into a deep intense relationship that you discover, rah, like I actually have this side to me which I didn't know that I had. And sometimes it takes someone to bring out that really horrible character. You know, you guys that have your Venus squaring your Pluto, you need to be very, very particular and be careful with who you're choosing to date, because you know, I know someone who's got their Venus in Leo, which squares their Pluto, and he's always had a terrible temper. But it took for him to date someone who wasn't afraid of his temper and wanted him to explode, which ended up in domestic violence and ended up with him being thrown into jail. You know, over it, he choked her almost to death. You know, and that's scary. That's very scary. He was a Leo sun, Leo Mercury, Leo Venus. I think his Mars was in Venus. I can't remember what. I think his Mars was in Venus. I can't remember. But and it's all in the 8th house as well. So very, very intense sexual energy. But you have to understand, when you have the squaring, you've got to be careful when you're dating someone. Make sure you're dating someone who constantly has good intentions for you, because the second someone tries to get that nasty side out of you, they are winning. So don't let that person bring that side out of you. Like, just don't. So that is my video on Venus in Leo. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one, people. Take care.